Sweet soul, welcome. Take a moment to sense the gentle rise and fall of the breath that has carried you through every joy and every trial up to this very instant. Allow the cool air of each inhale to touch the back of the throat, then drift softly toward the heart. Let the exhale leave the lips like a warm sigh of ease, moving out any heaviness that may have gathered. Feel the shoulders soften just a little more, the jaw release its hold, the eyes rest in their quiet sanctuary. Notice how the spine becomes a flexible reed, rooted yet free, swaying with life's current rather than bracing against it. With each quiet cycle of breath, the body receives the message that it is held, it is safe, it is allowed to relax, and the mind follows. Even in the middle of busy days, this gentle pause can be a refuge. Let it whisper, peace is possible right now. Keep breathing in that steady rhythm, counting 4 slow beats in, holding the softness for another 4, and letting 4 gentle beats carry the breath outward. Feel the chest open like a window welcoming fresh morning light. Sense the circulation in fingertips and toes awakening, as though every digit is being thanked for its faithful service. As the air moves, appreciate that this is not just oxygen, it is permission. Permission to let go of the strain of perfection. Permission to meet yourself exactly as you are, without demands or deadlines. Notice the belly filling, rising like a calm tide, then ebbing with graceful ease. Within that movement is a reminder that receiving and releasing are parts of the same loving motion. The breath sets the tempo of compassion, teaching the nervous system how to rest in gentle harmony. Allow the mind to float upon this breath like a small leaf on a slow river. There is no rush to reach a destination. The journey itself is nourishment. Perhaps thoughts appear as they often do. Bless them. Offer a smile inside, as though greeting friendly travelers passing along a common road. They may linger for an instant, then drift on. There is spaciousness behind them, a quiet sky that has been clear since the day you were born. Trust that this clear sky is yours by right of consciousness, and no cloud of worry can fully obscure it for long. Rest in that expanse. Feel it widening around the heart, loosening every knot of tension in chest and throat. In this opening, life's goodness is already pouring itself toward you. Bring gentle awareness to the back of the neck. Let it lengthen. Soften between the brows. Invite the tongue to lie heavy in its cradle. Each small act of release tells the subconscious, it is safe to relax. The body hears, and gratitude flows from cells and tissues like warm honey. You might sense a light hum, a vibration of calm moving through limbs. This is the song of the parasympathetic nervous system, coming forward to cradle you. Affirm softly in the privacy of thought. I rest in safety. I welcome gentle support. Let that affirmation ride the breath in and out, weaving comfort through every layer. As breath deepens, picture a soft glow in the center of the chest, no brighter than a candle flame. With every inhale, the flame steadies. With every exhale, its warmth spreads through ribs, shoulders, arms, fingertips. It moves downward, soothing the belly, hips, thighs, knees, ankles, the soles of the feet that carry you faithfully each day. It rises again to bathe throat, cheeks, ears, and crown. This glow is simple self-love, present long before any worldly label said you were worthy or unworthy. It asks for nothing but recognition. Speak inwardly, my own love sustains me. Feel how the body glows a little stronger at the sound of those words, like dry earth soaking up gentle rain. Now, breathe in once more with quiet gratitude. Let the slow exhale carry a tender sigh that says, "Yes, ease belongs to me." Notice how the heart space feels roomy, how the muscles rest, how the mind watches without pushing. Hold this place inside like a beloved room you can enter at will. Know that every conscious breath plants a seed of ease that blooms even when you turn your attention elsewhere. When you are ready, simply allow the next inhale to guide you gently into the next exploration, carrying the calm with you as a silent companion. There may be moments when the heart feels small, wrapped tight with concern about deserving, about asking, about whether there is enough. If such feelings stir now, greet them kindly. Allow tightness to reveal itself without judgment. Perhaps the chest feels guarded or the stomach churns with old stories of lack. Rather than criticize these sensations, place an inner hand of compassion upon them. They come from a younger place inside that once believed love was earned only by struggle. Offer a silent acknowledgement. I see you. You tried to keep me safe. Notice how these words soften the inner climate, just as warm sunlight melts frost on tender petals. Many carry guilt when receiving gifts, support, or simple praise. The mind may whisper, "Am I allowed?" Let us pause and reassure that inner voice. Reflect that life itself is a river giving without ceasing. Sunlight, air, the beating of the heart, the turning of seasons. The tree receives soil, water, and light without apology, yet its fruit feeds countless forms of life. By accepting what sustains it, the tree becomes a blessing. So too does each person who allows good to enter. Affirm quietly, accepting good blesses me and blesses the world. Feel the subtle relief as that statement settles into the body, like a soft blanket around chilled shoulders. Feelings of scarcity may arise from memories, perhaps times when resources seemed thin or kindness was conditional. Those memories are like photographs in an old album. They capture one moment, not the endless present. We honor them and then we choose a new moment. Invite the breath to gather any lingering fear of lack and carry it outward. Picture it leaving the body as a faint mist, dissolving in the vast, compassionate sky. As the mist clears, space opens for fresh possibility. Affirm gently, life loves me and provides in perfect ways. Notice a quiet shift, as if the heart takes a deeper seat in its throne of trust. Doubt sometimes stands guard at the gates of receiving, convinced it must check every delivery at the door. Smile at doubt as one might smile at a diligent friend who has forgotten it is safe. Offer this thought. Dear doubt, thank you for your vigilance. You may rest now. Witness how the shoulders drop and warmth spreads through the chest when doubt loosens its grip. Feel the pulse in wrists and neck settle into an unhurried tempo. This is the body's sigh of recognition that it is chosen for good things. To help the subconscious adopt this new freedom, speak a trio of gentle truths within. I am worthy of support. I allow blessings to find me. My openness lifts the entire world. Let each truth slip into the bloodstream like drops of golden light. Experience how each cell brightens, how the breath becomes fuller, how even the skin seems to soften. The heart's rhythm steadies, as though tapping out a code that spells, yes, yes, yes. Now invite gratitude to move like a warm breeze through the inner chambers. Identify one simple grace present right now, perhaps the softness of fabric against skin, or the hum of life carried on the breath. Thank this grace silently, and notice how gratitude expands the heart's perimeter. With that expansion comes greater room to welcome new blessings without worry. Each heartbeat echoes a message of allowance, and each exhale releases old tension. Delight in this cycle, simple and powerful, and let it continue to deepen as we step together into a fresh vision of what the mind beneath the mind can hold. Beneath conscious thought lies a fertile ground. This ground, the subconscious, has been listening since the first cry of life. It holds every belief planted by memory, word, and feeling. Picture it now as a wide garden, soil dark and rich, waiting for tending hands. Some patches host sturdy plants of confidence and joy. Others may carry thorny vines of worry first sown by past moments. There is no blame in what grows here. Seeds drift on many winds. Yet today those winds pause, and you stand as sovereign gardener, free to choose what stays and what shall be planted anew. Walk slowly along an inner path and feel bare feet sink lightly into the warm earth. Observe patches where blossoms of kindness sway. Pause to smell their delicate fragrance. Notice nearby a cluster of weeds, old stories of not enough, tall and tangled. They grew only where space was unguarded, stretching toward any hint of light. Offer gratitude for the lessons they tried to teach, then loosen their roots with steady hands. As each weed lifts, light reaches the soil beneath, promising room for healthier growth. Now gather a small pouch of seeds called possibility. Hold them in the palm and sense their quiet power. Each one contains a living pattern of abundance, ease, and joyful reception. Kneel where the soil appears ready and press a seed beneath the surface. Cover it gently. Whisper, "You are welcome here." Imagine the seed responding with silent delight, drawing nourishment from moist soil and bright intent. Soon roots will weave downward, anchoring new belief, while shoots rise upward to greet the sun of awareness. Plant another seed labeled, "I deserve to receive." Plant another marked, "Life supplies me in overflow." With each seed, feel hope pulse through fingertips into the ground. Gently water these fresh beds with a shower of affirmation. My subconscious embraces good without limit. Sense droplets of affirmation sinking into soil, dissolving the outer shell of each seed so new life can emerge. You may even feel a subtle warmth at the center of the chest, as though the garden within responds with appreciation. This is the energy of acceptance, stirring to meet your intention. Move along the path to a spot where healthy plants once struggled. Speak kindly, "I now prepare this ground for peace." Use the breath as a rake, drawing in calm, releasing resistance. As resistance leaves, the soil loosens and airs itself, ready to cradle strong roots. Drop seeds named ease, trust, and grace here. Cover them with tender hands and envision the sun peeking through gentle clouds, warming that space. The subconscious notes your care and mirrors it, relaxing rigid patterns, softening edges, and lifting newer thoughts like fresh shoots seeking morning light. Stand upright and glance across the entire garden. See spaces cleared, rows freshly planted, colors poised to blossom. Feel humble pride, the kind a gardener feels before blooms appear, knowing the beauty already exists in unseen form. Affirm within, "I nourish my inner world, and it flourishes for me." Let that statement settle deep into the soil of thought, mingling with moisture and minerals, ensuring every seed receives the message. Before leaving this inner garden for now, place a small lantern of awareness at its gate, glowing softly. It will remind the subconscious that you shall return often, not with harsh tools of judgment, but with the gentle touch of a caring keeper. As you step away, sense how the garden hums quietly, working in peace, every seed listening to the music of your loving belief. The earth turns, water seeps, roots find their path. Even while attention turns to outer tasks, the inner garden grows, preparing abundant blooms and fruit to share with life around you. Breathe in that simple knowing and carry its peace with you into the moments ahead. Close your eyes for a moment and notice how light it feels to have just a little more space inside. The body has relaxed, the breath is steady, and the heart is listening. In this quiet inner space, we begin to notice what no longer needs to stay. Just like a room that has gathered dust and old belongings over the years, the subconscious holds on to stories that once served a purpose, but may no longer fit the person that is blossoming today. There's no shame in these old stories. They arrived with love or fear from places that believed they were protecting something tender. Sometimes they whispered, "Be small so you don't draw too much attention," or "Don't ask, you'll only be disappointed," or even, "If you want something, you must work until you collapse." These are like worn-out coats we forgot we were wearing, heavy and lined with misunderstandings. But we don't need to tear them off. We simply let them loosen, bit by bit, until we gently slip them off with kindness. Let your awareness rest softly in the body. If there's any tension, cradle it. Don't force anything. The body is not a machine to be fixed. It is a companion to be listened to. It speaks in sensation. If the chest feels tight, let that tightness be like a knot gently soaking in warm water, loosening slowly. If the belly feels clenched, place your attention there and breathe warmth into it, as though wrapping it in a cozy blanket. Now imagine standing before a mirror. The image looking back holds not just your face, but every version of you that ever hoped to be seen. Instead of seeking flaws, let the eyes soften with compassion. Gaze into your reflection and say, not with demand, but with love, "I see you. You are allowed to be free." There's no need to speak louder than the heart. Let the words settle into the stillness behind the eyes. Perhaps the reflection softens too. Perhaps the shoulders drop in response, as if a lifetime of proving has just been forgiven. You might find that old thoughts arise, thoughts like, "This is too easy," or "Nothing ever changes." These thoughts are like leaves drifting across the surface of a quiet lake. You don't have to chase them or believe them. Let them float on by. Underneath, the lake remains calm. Underneath the old thought is a new one, patiently waiting to be welcomed. That new thought sounds something like, "Maybe I don't need to hold on to struggle anymore." It's not a shout. It's a whisper that opens the door to a new way of being. Try this gentle affirmation. I am safe to release what no longer serves me. Say it slowly, letting each word land like a pebble in water, creating gentle ripples across the body. Let the ripple reach your neck, your back, your hips, your knees. Say it again. I am safe to release what no longer serves me. Feel how the cells of the body lean in, curious, ready. In this softened state, awareness deepens. It becomes easier to feel the subtle difference between holding on and letting go. Holding on has a sharp edge. It tightens the jaw, raises the shoulders, clouds the breath. Letting go feels like an exhale, a melting, a warmth spreading from the heart outward. Let the body guide you. Each time the breath lengthens, each time the heart feels a little roomier, something has been released. Even if the mind doesn't yet know what's changing, the body knows, and the subconscious knows. It listens not to logic, but to feeling. And the feeling right now is one of gentleness, of readiness, of relief. If the eyes fill with tears, let them fall. Each tear waters the soil of new beliefs. There is no need to rush to explain them. They know where to go. They clear space for fresh clarity. There is great wisdom in the act of softening. There is strength in the willingness to let go. Now breathe into the heart. Inhale deeply and imagine filling the center of your chest with golden light. Exhale and feel that light flow outward, clearing paths, softening the roots of old tension. With each breath, feel the body becoming lighter, the mind becoming quieter. You are not erasing the past, you are making peace with it. You are choosing not to drag it behind you. Let a new affirmation rise. I am ready to create space for something better. Say it softly, without pressure. Say it as though offering the words to a beloved child. Then notice what shifts. Perhaps the body leans forward just a little, curious. Perhaps the heart feels a tiny flutter of hope. Let that be enough. Healing does not shout. It hums. It whispers. It waits until we are willing to hear its song. When the time feels right, place both hands over the heart. Feel its rhythm. Let it be a reminder that life is still flowing, that love is still present, that everything that needs to go will go in its time, and everything that needs to stay will stay in peace. Breathe one last time into that soft space of release. As the breath leaves, say within, I am willing, that's all. I am willing. This willingness is your quiet power. It turns the key in the lock of the subconscious. It opens the gate. And what steps through is the capacity to receive, not because you've earned it, but because it has always been your birthright. The heart knows when it is time to open, and sometimes all it needs is permission. That permission begins now. Allow the receiving to begin with this moment of stillness, this choice to be soft, to be ready, to let go. And now, softly, lovingly, begin to breathe in a new idea. I am worthy of receiving good. There's no need to force belief. Let it rest on the tongue like a new flavor, curious, unfamiliar, maybe even strange. But as you say it again, I am worthy of receiving good, feel how the body leans into it just a little more. Maybe the chest rises higher, the breath becomes fuller, the spine stands a little taller, not out of pride, but out of deep remembering. Receiving isn't about taking or chasing, it is about allowing. A rose does not demand the sun to rise. It simply opens when the light appears. In the same way, your openness allows life to flow in. Try repeating gently, I now open myself to life's gifts. Again, there is no rush. This isn't a sprint. This is a slow turning toward the truth of your being. Place awareness now on the center of the chest. Imagine a small door there, once closed from habit, now swinging open. There is light on both sides of this door, the light of what wants to enter, and the light already shining from within. The meeting of these two lights creates a warm glow. Let that glow grow. Feel it reaching through the body, down the arms, into the hands, through the legs, into the soles of the feet. This glow is not fantasy. It is your natural state when you stop resisting your own goodness. It is the signal your body sends when the nervous system relaxes and says, yes, I can take this in. Say softly, it is safe to receive. It is good to receive. Notice how even saying the words begins to shift something inside. Receiving does not require perfection. It requires presence. Right now, in this moment, you are enough. Right now, the breath moves through you as a gift. Right now, your body continues to serve you, even if it's tired, even if it aches. Right now, there is space within your heart that has never stopped glowing, even during the hardest times. Let that space widen. With each breath, let the heart open further. If you sense a resistance, smile at it. Resistance is just part of the process. It is the mind asking, "Are you sure it's okay to change?" And the answer from the deepest part of you is yes. Yes, it's okay. Yes, it's time. Repeat once more. I allow myself to receive without limits. Let it echo softly inside. Let it settle into the bones. Let it be the new rhythm the heart learns to beat to. This affirmation is not a command. It's a welcome, a gentle invitation to the universe saying, I am open. I am ready. I say yes. Let this be your resting place today, a heart that says yes, a mind that softens, a body that breathes in light. You are already enough. You are already allowed. Receiving begins here. Gratitude is one of the purest ways to say yes to life. It opens the door for even more blessings to come in, not because we beg for them, but because we are aligned with their presence. And the beautiful thing about gratitude is that it doesn't ask for grand gestures. It lives in the quiet moments, in the small recognitions of beauty and goodness that already surround us. Take a moment now to notice one simple thing you feel grateful for. It could be the comfort of your seat, the air brushing across your skin, or even the quiet beat of your heart that has never left your side. Let that feeling grow, not by force, but by soft awareness. As you rest in this gratitude, feel how the body changes, how the shoulders lower, how the breath slows. This is what it feels like to align with receiving. Gratitude tells the subconscious, there is already good in my life, and that truth becomes a magnet for more. Allow this next thought to rise. I am thankful for all that I have, and I welcome all that is on its way. Say it with care. Let it wrap around you like a gentle embrace. Feel how the energy inside you shifts, how the heart space opens just a little more. Gratitude is not a trick, it is a doorway. Every time you walk through it, you find more light waiting. Now imagine that the gratitude you feel is like a ripple across a still lake. One small thought of appreciation creates waves that reach far and wide, touching your relationships, your health, your finances, your dreams. Gratitude amplifies receiving by showing the universe that you recognize the gifts already present. You are not waiting for something to make you feel whole. You are already whole, and more good is simply joining you on the path. As the heart expands with appreciation, let this quiet affirmation rise. Thank you, life, for loving me so well. Breathe it in. Let it move into your cells. Let it inform your posture, your voice, your thoughts. This is the vibration that brings miracles into ordinary days. And now reflect gently. Where in life have you felt resistance to receiving? Is there a place where gratitude has not yet been spoken, not because you were ungrateful, but because you didn't think it counted? Invite that place to your awareness now. Offer it just one word of thanks. Maybe it's a lesson learned, or a time you were stretched. Say softly, "Thank you for showing me my strength." That's enough. The subconscious listens not only to the words you speak, but to the tone in which you speak them. Gratitude carries a tone of peace, of trust. It teaches the mind to expect kindness and the heart to allow it. Let this energy stay with you. Let it continue to ripple outward long after this moment passes. Now bring your attention to a soft and living example. Consider the way rain falls. It does not strive or ask permission. It simply arrives, drop by drop, gently feeding the earth, nourishing roots, and restoring balance. The soil does not chase the rain. It simply stays open to receive. And because it does, life grows. You are that soil, the love, abundance, joy, and healing that want to reach you are like the rain. They don't need to be forced. They only need an invitation. Each time you say, I am open, you create the space for goodness to land. Each time you say, I allow, you become softer, more receptive, more attuned to the rhythm of life itself. This natural receiving doesn't require a plan. It doesn't need proof. It just asks you to relax and to trust. Feel into the body right now. Is there a space, perhaps the belly, the chest, or the shoulders, that can soften just a little more? Let it happen. That is receiving. You don't need to figure everything out. You don't have to earn what is already yours. Nature receives. The trees, the rivers, the sky, all allow what is given without guilt or resistance. You are part of that same flow. You are made of the same intelligence, the same divine breath that moves, the wind moves through you. Repeat gently, I receive in perfect rhythm and right timing. Feel how that brings a quiet calm to the system. You are not too late. You have not missed anything. Everything meant for you will come in the gentlest of ways. Receiving isn't something to do. It's something to allow. It is a posture of the heart, not a performance of the mind. You are learning to hold yourself with the same kindness that life has been offering all along. Let's pause now and let it all integrate. Breathe in, feel the heart glow. Breathe out, feel the mind soften. In this stillness, write a few words if you wish, just for you. Words like, today I opened my heart, or I let something go, or I am ready for more. Let the pen move without effort. The message will come from within. If you prefer to sit in quiet, allow that too. Sometimes the most powerful shifts happen in silence. The subconscious loves silence. It is the space where deep changes take root. Trust that whatever is rising for you now is part of your unfolding. It does not need to be understood. It only needs to be honored. You may even wish to return to the mirror for just a moment. Look into your own eyes and say, I trust you. I believe in your goodness. Speak it softly. Speak it from the space within that remembers who you really are. That space has never been broken, only waiting. And now, gently, I invite you to carry this message into the rest of your day or night. You are safe to receive. You are worthy to receive. You are ready to receive. These words are not promises. They are truths already alive within you. Let them guide your steps and soften your heart. You do not need to be more, do more, or become someone else to allow joy into your life. You are enough, right now, just as you are. Let every inhale be a welcome. Let every exhale be a release. Let every quiet moment remind you that the universe is always listening, always responding, always loving you. You are supported, you are loved, you are never alone. The very life that created stars and oceans and forests created you with the same care, and that life says yes to you, yes to your heart, yes to your dreams, yes to your healing, yes to your receiving. So take one more breath, the kind that fills you from the inside out, and say softly, thank you, I am ready. You are free now, dear soul, free to open, free to allow, free to receive, without limits. Let this be your truth moving forward, one peaceful breath at a time.